Every day, millions of people awaken and step into a world that feels as wild and untamed as any jungle. The phrase, "it's a jungle out there," isn't just a catchy metaphor, it's an apt reflection of our times. Unpredictable, dense, and brimming with both promise and peril, modern life constantly challenges us to find clarity amid the chaos. But as you look closer, the jungle isn't just populated by towering trees of opportunity. There are also countless weeds vying for sunlight, distractions and pressures that threaten to overrun the path to your personal and professional growth. In this environment, survival isn't enough. You need to thrive. But thriving doesn't mean lunging at every possibility, nor does it mean passively drifting wherever the current might take you. To move purposefully through the thickest undergrowth, discernment becomes your sharpest tool. It is the power to distinguish between what nourishes your ambitions and what ultimately chokes them. It is the wisdom to recognize which activities, habits, and commitments genuinely move you forward, and which are simply cluttering your landscape. Consider for a moment how a garden grows. A healthy, fruitful garden requires more than sunlight and water. It depends on careful, regular weeding. Left unchecked, invasive plants quickly sap nutrients away from your prized flowers and vegetables. So it goes with life. Too many unchecked commitments, negative influences, or unproductive routines can leach the energy you need to pursue your real goals. That's why weeding out isn't a one-time act, but a continual commitment to clarity and purpose. What does this mean in practice? It starts with introspection. Take stock of the elements crowding your days. Look at your habits, relationships, projects, or even recurring thoughts. Are they serving your growth, or are they crowding it out? Just because something once helped you doesn't mean it still does. Just because a relationship was valuable at one stage of your journey doesn't guarantee its place in your current ascension. Sometimes outgrown beliefs or outdated strategies can be weeds in disguise, once cultivated with good intentions, but now holding you back from reaching your fullest potential. Eliminating these weeds is rarely easy. It may involve setting boundaries with people who drain your energy or distract you from your goals. It might mean declining new opportunities, even when they sound exciting, because they don't truly align with your values or long-term vision. You may even need to let go of old habits, like answering every notification, saying yes to every request, or constantly comparing yourself to others. These may seem small, but over time, they accumulate and overshadow the strong, healthy growth at your core. The most successful people in any field understand the necessity of tough choices. They know that time and energy are limited resources, not to be squandered on pursuits that don't align with their mission. By refining their focus and commitment, they transform the jungle of possibility into a cultivated field of achievement. Their secret isn't just relentless action, but selective action, doing less, but doing it with greater excellence and intention. But of course, life is dynamic. New challenges, temptations, and distractions sprout like weeds overnight. That's why weeding out isn't about achieving a perfect, stagnant state. It's about adapting and reevaluating as your environment changes. The key is to foster an ongoing practice of reflection, regularly reviewing what's working and what isn't, what demands pruning, and where new green shoots of promise are emerging. This mindset keeps your path clear, your energy focused, and your goals within reach. One of the most liberating aspects of the weeding out process is the realization that you don't have to do everything, nor should you. When you try to please everyone, accept every task, or chase every trend, you dilute your energy and compromise your unique vision. Instead, ask yourself, what matters most to me? Where can I truly make an impact? What do I need to stop doing so I can do my best work, nurture my most important relationships, and live in alignment with my deepest values? Strategic action is the antidote to overwhelm. Rather than scatter your efforts in 1,000 directions, focus on deliberate choices that move you towards your highest objectives. It's about developing routines that support growth, a daily practice of attention, intention, and reflection. This might mean setting aside time each morning to plan your day, or making space each evening to review your progress. It might involve keeping a journal to track where your energy is spent, or scheduling periodic reviews to ensure you're still on the right path. Perhaps the greatest challenge, and the greatest opportunity, lies in recognizing that the jungle is a sign of abundance. There is no shortage of options, stimuli, or paths you could take, but abundance only becomes potential when you have the courage to manage and direct it. By weeding out the inessential, you create room for what matters to take root and thrive. This process is not about harsh deprivation or rigid minimalism. Rather, it's about intentional cultivation. Just like a master gardener, you nurture the shoots you wish to see blossom, while gently but firmly removing what would otherwise overrun your best efforts. You respect the wildness around you, but you do not let it dictate your destiny. So, equip yourself with patience, with determination, and above all, with an unwavering sense of purpose. Know that every step you take in clearing your path is an investment, an act of faith in your own vision, your own potential. The jungle may be chaotic, but within that chaos lies the raw material for growth, evolution, and achievement. Your journey will not be without setbacks, nor will it always be straightforward. But as you learn to weed out distractions and double down on what truly matters, you'll find yourself moving forward with greater confidence, clarity, and satisfaction. The landscape may be wild, but the path is yours to clear. In choosing what to nurture and what to remove, you become the architect of your own success and fulfillment. And in that clearing, your greatest growth becomes not only possible, but inevitable.